Hello once again, everybody. Welcome back to Derail Valley. So, ever since our last video, I have done a couple of jobs just to make a little bit more money, and I've ended up down in the harbour. Now, if you have a little look at our wallet, 60 grand. Yeah. So, I'll have a little look at the licenses. I'm not going to buy one right now. I'll buy one possibly when we finish this next job. D6, no, I'm still well off that one. The M3, perhaps. I've heard that the M3 is quite interesting to drive. The H4, yeah, could very well be the H4. I want a new license for a new locomotive because it's not that it gets boring with that little shunter. It's just, as we've seen from one of the previous videos, I definitely need a little bit more power. Yeah, so anyway, I've had a quick look through all of this already, and I know that I want this one. It's going to take me all the way back up here, so it's going to be quite a long trip. It's going to be quite a long trip, so yeah, let's not dawdle around too much. Let's get going. Now, I know exactly where this is. I found it, and I've moved my train into position, so it's not going to be all that bad. Just oh yes, and it's daytime. It's nice and sunny, so none of that is going to prove a problem. There we go. So as you can see, I've got two of these hooked up back to back. Now, it's not such a bad idea actually. You definitely run things a bit better when you've got two of them. You don't even have to have the other one running. If you don't have the other one running, you don't incur fees for it. You get a little bit of wear and tear on the wheels, a little bit on the powertrain, just because, you know, you're running it. But there's no fuel used, there's no oil used, there's nothing else like that. So we'll start this thing up. You know what? I should have accepted the job already, shouldn't I? Well, yes. We forget these things, don't we? Alright, let's go back. It's not going to take long to get back. Where are we? I read somewhere where, yeah, if you don't know where the thing is, you can look for this little antenna with a little flashy green light on the top. If you have completely lost yourself and can't find where you're meant to be going. So anyway, let's accept that order and get the little book. Yeah, there we go. E20 or O. This way, over this way. No, that's not the one we want. But make sure that that is to the left. I think these apply automatically. I think these apply automatically when you start the game. Oh, hang on. I don't want to be in this end, do I? I want to be in that one to drive it. I still need to... I did undo that one, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh, dearie me. I'm completely forgetting what I've been doing. So let's start this baby up. No brakes. All the pressures and things look good there. So slap it into reverse. Give us a little bit of speed, not too much. Not too much. That's a little bit on the quick side. Just checking that to see how far away that is. Less than 5 miles an hour. Come on, really slow. Undo the brake. That's lovely. I'll just hop out and double check this. Yes, FH42. Beautiful. Now, you're still moving? That's lovely. Just wait. Just waiting. And bump. Lovely. Lovely. Right, just grab one of these. Doesn't matter which one. Hook on. Spinny spin. Hook up the brakes. And there we go. Now all we've got to do is find the one. It's probably that one, actually. There we go. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. As I've since discovered. Remember, left. Make sure everything is turned to the left. Which means released. I mean, if it was me, I might have done it the other way around. I mean, lefty loosey, righty tighty is a good way of remembering it. But maybe L for locked and R for released might have been a good one. Who knows? Anyway, I'm rambling a bit. Let's get the map out. I'm remembering the keys now. That's fine. That's kind of hooked on something, but that's okay. I believe that's the right light configuration. Might not be. Who knows? Who cares? Let's just go. Couple of notches. So, now we need to plan our route a bit now. Obviously out this way, come up here. Now we could go along this way. I've been that way many times before. You'd end up here, and then you'd come back, and then you'd come back that way through the oil wells to City and then up. Or we can come down here along the coast. I haven't been that way. I don't think I've ever been that way. So around the coast, this way, and then maybe just up this little valley here. That'd be quite nice, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to go that way. A bit more power. And of course, we've got the other locomotive back there, just in case we need it. Just in case we need it. Ah, lovely. Couple more notches there, keeping an eye on everything there. Because I've got a sneaking suspicion that bit along there should, in theory, be fairly flat because we're along the coast. But it could be climbing up the cliffs as we go. So, who knows, really? Who knows? 25k. Still a bit on the slow side. Still a bit on the slow side. So the switches are all set correctly, so that's very nice. I didn't come in this way. I actually came in down this route here. Down this side, because I came from goods factory. I think I came that way. I think I came from that way last time, yeah. So yeah, speeds are doing fine. Coming around here. The weather is closing in, which will prove a problem if it starts raining again. But that's set correctly. Lovely. We've just got to check that set of points once we leave. Over there somewhere. Over there somewhere. It'll be a while before we can see them, I think. Yeah, it'll be a while. Anyway, let's settle in, shall we? Okay, so I've set the points, and in waiting for that, I've really let things overheat here. Really let things overheat. So I'm going to have to hop into the other one and start that one up as quickly as possible. There we are. plenty of extra traction now to get moving. And of course we set the points earlier, so we're all fine there. Just keeping an eye on the temperatures. And thankfully, because these are back to back, we can keep an eye on things relatively easily. There we are, temperatures looking perfectly fine there, because if they're increasing a little bit, it's not too bad. Speed is going up, so our amps are going down, which means the thing will start to... And we're going fairly flat now anyway. We can back off the power a little. We'll keep baseline power on that one, I think. That's enough. We're steady speed right now. That's cooling down. It's 40 now anyway. So that's all fine. It's a fairly long and winding route this now, so this will take us a little while. And there's the harbour down there. We do feel as if we're going very quickly now. Let's cut that power off. Smidge a brake now. I think we're relatively flat, maybe going down. I don't know, because I've never actually been on this bit of track before. I mean, the speed limit back there was 40. So, hovering around 35 is going to be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Now then, let's have a quick look at our job. So we picked all of those up. Machine Factory, Town, C4I. Just have to remember that when we get there. Have a bit more power, I think. So I've got this thing running now behind me. It's got the wipers on. I don't remember putting the wipers on. Oh well, that's fine. We do need them, though not here. So through the tunnel, it's very misty. I mean, considering this is the first time this way, it would have been nice to get a bit of a view. But, yeah, there's not much to look at right now. So, yeah, it's still slowing down. So, if we've got this on, we might as well put a few clicks of throttle there. Why am I out of the train? And these are the wrong way around. There we go. That'll be better. I can actually see where I'm going now. Yeah, it's a very tight curve. Yeah. Tight curves, winding route. This will take some time. Okay, this is really weird now. That's 20. That's a 20k corner coming up, and we're still going uphill. I've come off the throttle completely on both of the locos. I don't really want to bleed off any more speed than that. I mean, it's coming down anyway, so it's as if I'm on the brakes. But, yeah. Anyway, we've got a nice little trip into the sunset going on right now. But wow, this is going to take a very, very long time to go around this way. Note for the future, don't come this way again. Oh my god. Why? Just, why is it so slow this way? Oh dear. It's taken me about 25 minutes of recording time to get from there to here. If it takes the same amount of time to get to there, and then to there, and then to there, it's going to take me like 2 hours to do this. Ah, oh, dearie me. I mean, half an hour, 45 minutes, that's a decent length for a trip. Maybe an hour? I mean, we've had an hour before. Oh, this is a really long trip. Oh, look, we get to go 30. Brilliant. We are going uphill, so I'm going to pop a couple of notches on this one back here. It's definitely helpful. I definitely need that multi-unit license, I think, because then I wouldn't have to keep running back and forth. Yeah. I should get plenty from this job to be able to afford both, actually. Oh, look at that sunset. The sun's gone down now, and so we've just got the kind of nice colours. I mean, it's still sort of rainy and a bit foggy, so it's not entirely great, but yeah, it's not so bad. A bit more speed. I mean, we are limited to 30 still, unless I missed a sign, but yeah. Yeah, you can see why there's a speed limit. I mean, jeez, this is such a tight, narrow, curvy bit of track. You really don't want to go any faster than this. Oh, we can go 40. That's nice. Presumably once we've left all of these really tight turns behind us. Oh, wow. I mean, it's an adventure. It is an adventure, most definitely. Which makes it interesting. What's that down there? That's 30 as well. Right, so pretty much not bother getting up to 40, because it would just have to slow down again anyway. Put a couple more notches on. I didn't even hear a difference in the engine there. You're starting to see the amps coming up. That's all that matters, really. That's the real measure of how much effort the engine's making. Okay, so it looks like we're out of the really tight and windy bit. I just had a speed limit for 50, and it looks relatively straight now. I mean, I say relatively straight. Oh no, back to 40. Well, as I said, it's relatively straight. We had a fairly nice little straight section back there. What on earth is going on there? Oh, lighting. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah, we can certainly afford to kick it up a notch, that's for sure. So I doubt we'll be going down to 30 again. Around here and then through that tunnel over there. It is, however, relatively flat. There has been an incline. I mean, you know, we're not hugely high, but we are higher than we were when we started, so there has been an incline. There's definitely been some work to do on the engine's part. A couple of notches on there, everything looks fine. Fuel's gone down, but of course it would. And we're looking over here. Speed is rising, slowly, but it's rising. Okay, so we had a nice run since the last time we checked in. We're just approaching the junction now. We did actually have 80 kilometers an hour speed limit just now, but that didn't last very long at all. We are... yeah, we've been going downhill for quite some time, so I've had to come off the throttle on both of the locos completely. And that's in the right direction. Lovely. So yeah, we had to come off the throttle on both locos completely in order to maintain control. And applied a bit of brake back there, but I don't think we need any now. So this is here. I saw a very nice little viaduct over there that we'll be going over soon. Yeah, little viaduct underneath the forest. Turn left again. So, yeah. That's a 10. That's 10. We can really afford to put the power on back now. So 4 notches. How's that affecting the engine? Another couple. Should be fine. How are we doing for speed now? Just about increasing speed. Put a bit more on this one. The joy of having two engines. Oh yeah, plenty of power. A 7. Perfectly fine, and of course it's night time now, so there's absolutely nothing to see. Apart from what we can see with our headlights. That's full beam. That's normal. And there's not an awful lot of difference. If I'm perfectly honest, there's not an awful lot of difference. It's 35 and rising. Another couple of notches. It did say the speed limit was 70. We can afford to go a bit faster. You can just about see the viaduct. Just about. It's very nice. Huge stone thing. Come on, more power. Not even sure if we're actually going uphill right now. Are we going uphill? Oh, now we're on 4. Right. Knock them down. Oh, the speed limits. So we're doing 40. Near enough. Near enough. There's a bit of leeway for safety. We're just about slowing down, so that's all fine. Yeah, you wouldn't want to go any faster than that around this corner. That's for sure. What's our route looking like? It looks relatively straight. It's certainly not as windy as it was down here. It looks relatively straight. And yet there is a fair amount of windiness along here. Maybe it didn't come through on the map very well. It really didn't come through on the map very well. This is kind of windy. But that makes it interesting. We're still doing fine. 40. I've got no idea what actual things I'm on there. What is that light? Oh, that's the light from the station there. That'd be the forest. Yes. Yes. So we can't be that far away from the junction now then. Oh yeah, you can see that something spawned in there. Look. We can increase power a bit because we're starting to slow down again. We've got 7 and we're going downhill quite significantly. So even though it's a 7, I'm going to come off the power because we've got a junction to negotiate as well. Still 40. We are going very fast now. More brake. Because, yeah, we're going downhill. And the speed limit is 40 miles an hour. Kilometers an hour. Oh well. We'll bring that down in time. And then come off the brake a bit now. That out because that is going in the wrong direction. Ooh, just got that in time. 30 speed limit. Going down quite significantly. So apply a little bit more brake. Holding. No, we're increasing speed, but we've come up to a 50. Still going downhill. Are we really? Are we really going downhill? Well, I guess we've sort of come up and over whatever this bit of land is, I suppose. And 30 again. Fantastic. And we're back down to 3 and going downhill. So we'll need to cut the power completely. And yeah, I am back. I went off and had lunch because this was taking much longer than I thought it would. Oh dear. Right, that'll be enough. Some more signs up there. Oh, is this a junction? Ah. That's weird. I wonder what's down there. I'll have to make a mental note of that there's something interesting somewhere. Oh dear. Right, yeah. So, it has taken us around about an hour real time to get here. Hopefully it won't take us another hour to get up to the machine factory. We are going to the machine factory, aren't we? Yes, we are. Just double checking. It's been a couple of hours. I've had a couple of hours for lunch. So we're just approaching the next junction and we're coming in a little bit hot. I've just had to put a bit more brake on. I think that hill back there is a bit steeper than I thought it was. So yes, we need to go left. No, we need to go right. Good job I double checked. And that is facing right, so we are perfectly fine there. Speeding up a little, not too much, that's lovely. This next speed limit is 6. Perfect. So our brakes are off, we can pop a bit more throttle on now then. Are we going to be going uphill at all? Is this now going to be an uphill run? Or is it going to be relatively flat? It looks like it should be relatively flat. Let's have a look. No, it's uphill. It's uphill first. So let's get some power on from both ends. Good job we did that because we are still slowing down. We are still slowing down. More there. Let's have a look at what was going on here. Still slowing down. Into the yellow a little bit there, but that's fine. We're maintaining speed now at least, gaining a little bit of it back. Now I know that we've got thank you for the overheat warning. I know we've got a compass, but we should have some sort of like in-game clock. I know there's a stopwatch, but that's different. Off the throttle a bit now that we're starting to get a bit warmer. You are okay. I don't really want to do more with you. We're certainly increasing speed quite nicely now. In fact, I want to knock this down a couple of notches. I really want to knock this down a couple of notches. Did I miss another speed limit sign, or are we still actually 80? Right, well that's 7 there. So, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Moving quickly enough, I think. Let's have a look down here. Look, we're already halfway up. We're already halfway up there, that's perfectly fine. Oh, a 5, never mind. There we go. 0 power. We are well above the speed limit now. Oh, no. On brake. There we go. God dear. It's all of a sudden it's got quite tight and windy. Checking my brake gauges, that's fine. Yeah, we're going downhill. We're definitely going downhill now. Keep an eye on everything. Is that city over there? It's something. What is that? Oh, that's the oil well. Oil well and farm. Not sure I'd want a farm next to oil wells, but there we are. There you go, where the resources are. That's minus 1.7. So let's get back on the brake. And slowing down. We're getting close. We're getting fairly close to the junction. There we go. That's the sign for it. Just remember, we're going left. I believe that's pointing right. Yes, it is. There we go. And 5. So we should be flattening out now. Yes, we are. We're flat. Good job I'm not going that way. Right. Let's get the engine going, build up our speed again, and it won't be long before we hit the city. Hopefully not hit the city. But hey, this bit of track we've been on before. Right at the beginning of the game. Yeah, see you in a minute. So here we are at the city. It's just a case of making sure we've been through here before, so the switches should be set up in the right directions. So we just got this junction down to the saw mill, I think, and then it's navigating through the city. So yes, we've been through here before, so the route should be set from the last time, but I don't know if the switch is reset after a certain amount of time, or when you'll go too far away from them. Anyway, we will keep an eye out and make sure that things are okay. They look perfectly fine to me. It's still a 5, so we're more or less okay. It's really weird though, at night you can't see where the track is when there's all this grass around the place. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. It said 50 back there. And then all of a sudden it springs a 30 on you. God. Anyway, we're out. We're perfectly fine. At least I hope we're fine back there. I don't see any sparks or any flames, so I'm pretty sure we're fine back there. Let's get some more power on, because I believe we're going up quite a steep hill now. Good, we're increasing speed. So we're fine. We don't need to increase speed too quickly. Shouldn't take us too long then to get all the way up to the machine factory. It's relatively straight, so it should be relatively quick. Yeah, there's a 10 right there. We can just about see it in the distance now, and we're just about coming up to our next junction. They have been all in the right direction. They've all been exactly what we set them to last time for this route. Slowing down a bit now. Yeah, there we go. It's right again. And still going uphill. Are we fine here? I think we're fine here now. All those lights in the distance. Won't be long before we get there. Yeah, we need to start thinking about where we're stopping. So, if we look on that, we're going C4I. So, I found out, thanks to one is it? That one. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, thanks to a commenter, I found out you can do that. So that's lovely. So C is a left and then a right. And then it's just whichever one C happens to be. 2, 3, 4 from that side. Okay, that's fine. C4. Right. So yes, we're going a right and then a left. And then we stay as right as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to cut the power in here because we shouldn't need that anymore. Slowing down a bit, that's fine. I expect that. So it's a right and then it's a left. Can't actually see that. That's a right. Slowing down and our traction motors are starting to heat now. That's fine, we're nearly there. It should be flattening off. Just cut the power completely now. Where are we? Is that the one we're after? It's really difficult to see where the tracks actually go. That's that. So that should take us into C. Then what is it? So it's that one, is it? Are we all set nicely? All apart from that last one there. That one. There we go. Wrong button. Wrong button. Get the brake on now, because we need to really start slowing down. C4I, precisely where we need to be. Precisely where we need to be. Look at all those cars. All those cars. It's lovely. Let's just move it forward just a little bit more. And just whack the brakes on like that. And shut down. Oh, it's not the cab light. It's just light here. Oh, that's great. Let's turn the wipers off while we're in here. There we go. Lovely. We'll just pop the handbrakes on. Take that. Pop it away. Come under here and then unhook everything. Rats. It's the little hook underneath that you hook it onto. There we are. Now then. Let's do these. Before we undo that, I really should have put the handbrake on first, but there we are. I'll do that now. It's all flat. It's not going to go anywhere just now. There we go. Now then, I wonder where the station is. Look for the little flashy green light. There it is. Very easy to find now. Oh, I'm on the table. There we go. Validate the order. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. 40 grand. 41 grand. No damage. No damage. Beautiful. 100% success. And pop that away. How much do we have now then? 101,000. I definitely think that we can get some licenses now. Will it allow us to buy some licenses? Maybe it will. We'll deal with the fees first. Might as well. So yeah, I was using both of them. So yeah. Get my wallet out. There we go. Grab that. There we go. Licenses now. Which should we do? With multiple unit. I kind of need that, don't I? I think DH4 or the DM3. That's the big question. The DM3 is a bit cheaper, but I think the DH4. I'll get the DH4. Oh, I need Train X2 first. Okay. How about DM3 then? Oh, I can get that one. I can get that one. All right then. Well, that's definitely made my mind up for me. There we go. And then, right, yeah, how much do I have left? I've still got 65 grand. That's perfectly fine. We'll have multiple unit. Really should get manual service as well, but I don't think so. Not just yet. I want to have a bit of money in reserve. So there we go. That will definitely work better now. So anyway, that is a very successful run. Almost from one corner to the other. It's quite long. It took about an hour to go here. And then, how much is it? About 20 minutes then to do that bit. So this took ages. This bit down here took ages. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed that, remember to subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.